Hello. Today is Sunday, 4th, 3rd April 2016, and it's a very important topic that we've started now. We'll be doing the visual analytics. So, if you open up your Tableau Public or Tableau Professional, you go right and look at View All. So, that shows all the training videos that Tableau provides. So we are now starting this visual analytics topic. We already covered getting started and connecting to data. Now we are starting visual analytics. This has 20 videos or 20 workbooks. We'll be going through them. Now it's going to take a few days because we might be able to do like 2 or 3 or 4 in one day. So it will take a few days, but we would like to go through all of them. And because this is very important, is the visual analytics. Now, the problem I saw here when trying to use these exercises from Tableau Public is there's a download link available. You can download the exercises, but unfortunately, when you try to open them up, you cannot open them with Tableau Public. So that's the problem. But fortunately, we were able to find a solution. So let me explain to you. So what I did is I downloaded all the 20 videos. There's an option. Once you start watching the video, there's a link to download it. So I downloaded and then I numbered them so that we can go in a certain sequence. So I loaded these training videos, 20 of them. Then I also downloaded the workbooks that go with them. So I downloaded and numbered them also. So the 20 workbooks. But when I tried to open it using a Tableau Public, it won't open. So then we had to find a way to do that. So basically, these exercises do open up with Tableau Professional. And from Tableau Professional, you can publish it to the public website, your own public website. So that is what I did. So what I did is I published some of the exercises to my public website, and then I downloaded from there. So these can now be opened from anyone who is using Tableau Public. So if you want to do these exercises, what I recommend is you go to my website, which is the publictableau.com/profile/omar.nishtar, and I'm following a numbering system. So for visual analytics, I'm putting a number after that, number 7, number 6, number 5. So number 1. So today we'll be doing number 1, and there's a download link. So you can download from my website, and then this will open up in Tableau Public. So what I will do is I'm going to open up a workbook that I already published, and then we will do exercises from there. So go to the place where they were stored. So they are stored in I've created a folder called Tableau Training Class, and this I created a folder called Labs. But you don't have to go to my folder. You can download it from the website, and they're all named like Visual Analytics 1 to 7. We'll have more because we want to do 20 exercises. But for now, we're going to start with 1. So this opens up the exercise. Now there is a transcript also from Tableau website that you can download, which has instructions in English how to do those exercises. But those instructions are a little bit abbreviated, and it does skip many things. For example, the first graph is very important. It is not explained in those instructions. In the video, he does mention about it, but he doesn't explain it in that great detail. But I found this to be very interesting. So we're going to spend a little time on understanding what this is and how it got created. So this is part of learning. So I'd like to share like what we learn. So first of all, let's see what it is. So if you look on bottom here, you see this 4 squares, which means it's a dashboard. So this is the dashboard. And the subject of the dashboard is Anscombe quadrant. And this is a special use case. This is the data. So data is all different. But if you sum it up, is identical. So sum of x, sum of y between the 4 plots, there are 4 plots, is exactly the same. So sum of x is the same, sum of y is the same, average of x is the same, average of y is the same, standard deviation is the same, standard deviation of y is the same. So everything is the same. But if you plot it, these are actually different graphs. So the graphs are different. Although the number at the aggregated level appear the same, but if you look at it individual level, you can't really understand them. But if you look at visually, then you can understand them, and you see there are different patterns. So this is the power of visual analytics, that you cannot just understand the numbers and see what it is. Numbers won't give you that information, but when you look at it visually, then you can tell, okay, oh, these 4 are different. So as a technologist, I'm interested in how he built it. Now he doesn't explain that in his transcript, but that is where little investigation comes in. Like, we need to figure it out how we did it. So actually I was able to figure it out, how we did it, and I would like to share with you. So these are basically different workbooks. So this is text, this is text, this is, if you go right click, and this is actually a picture. And these two are actually workbooks that he built. And if you click here, it says there's a workbook called disaggregated. And if you click on the here, that workbook is actually hidden. So you will not see it because it's hidden. So, but he's using this workbook called disaggregated. He's also using another workbook called summary statistics, which is also hidden. So he used these 2 workbooks, which he built separately, and then put them in the Tableau dashboard. And if you look here, this disaggregated and summary statistics, you will not see in the tabs, because you see different tabs here, highlighted, and show me. But you don't see those workbook that he's using. So to find out hidden workbooks, what you do is you right click on the dashboard. So you do unhide all sheets. So now you see this disaggregated is visible. And now you see the summary statistics is visible. So that is how. The next question is, how did he actually build this? And that he doesn't explain, but that we need to figure it out, and we were able to figure it out. What he did is he put this plot on the rows. So first we have to look at what the data is. So if you come here at the data source and view it, so the data is like this. There's a plot 1, 2, and 3, and 4. There's columns with values, average x, average y, then this number of records, standard deviation of x, standard deviation of y, x and y. So this is our data source. And data source is defined here, and there are 2 data sources here. There's a global superstore, that's one data source, and this Anscombe quadrant is another data source. And this is the active data source with a flag on it, which means this data source was used. So I just want to build this and show you how it was done. So
Will you quickly show me where did you do unhide the...
yeah, so to unhide, you come here and you do a right click on it, and unhide all sheets. And then you can hide also. So you hide, the sheets got hidden, those are gone. So again, unhide all sheets. So this disaggregated, I will try to build something like this. Now it looks difficult to build, but it's not. It's actually quite simple. So let me try to do it. So Right now there is no arrow because we are not using any sheet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select plot. So the plot only has 4 values, 1, 2, 3, 4. It brought it down. Then I will select X because that's what he did. So this he built a graph. So we're not going to be using it like this. But then you bring a Y. So when you sum of X and sum of Y, so it's a point. And it got a point for all this. But if you look at our things, it's not just one point, it's many points in the color, there's a line in between. So how did we did this? So let me rename this because otherwise it gets confusion. I'm going to just give a simple name, DIS2. Okay. What he did is he disaggregated the data. So by default the data is aggregated. So if you go to analysis, if you go to click this aggregator, remove that. So now the data got disaggregated. And then the data is colored. So you basically put plot into color. So now all of them are coming with different. Now we saw there's a line in between. If you see, there is a line in between. So how did we get that line? So for that he actually went to another pane. This is called analytics pane. You go here, you select trend line, and you push it up, and you put it here. So it put this line, but it put like 2 other lines also, which are called boundaries. Whereas in this one, we did not have those boundaries. So what we need to do is we need to remove these boundaries. So we click here, anywhere, do a right click, trend lines, go to trend line, edit trend lines, and there's a tab here called show confidence bands. You remove that. So now if you look at it, it's very similar, except for this 1, 2, 3 and 4 are bold, they're bigger and they're center. So how do we do that? So we select this here, do a right click, you go to format. The left side format pane opens, so you make the alignment to center and you make it bigger, you increase the font to 12, you make it bold. So now it's bigger. Now you go back and see. Another thing is there's no heading. He removed the heading. So let me come here and click here and then right click and hide field labels from rows. So we build this, what he called it disaggregated. So basically it's a disaggregated point. So every individual value is plotted. So we were able to do that. So that is the advantage of attending my classes, because we do more than what the Tableau tells us, because we dig a little deeper. Now let's see how he did the second one. He built this chart. That's quite simple. So basically if you look at here, there's a plot and there are measure names here. There's a plot on color, measure names are here, and measure values are here. So I'll do the same thing. So what I do is I come here. I'm going to rename this sum 2. I created new. So yeah, I need to rename it. Right click, rename. It should be important to rename your spreadsheet, otherwise you don't know what it is. I'll just give a small name, sum 2. So basically he got the plot on rows and then he put all the values up. So let me do that. So X. Now Tableau tries to do automatic formatting of what it thinks is the best one. So let it do it, but then we will adjust it. So Y, average of X, average of Y, standard deviation of X, standard deviation of Y. So now we put the values, but it is very different than what we did, and we will do. So this was the summary. Well, let me show you how. So go to show me and click this number. So this became number, and then he put the plot on color. So that's what he did, and that's what we did. So if you go here, summary statistics. So it's the same thing. So that's what we did. Now then, how did he make this dashboard? Let's just spend a few minutes, and we'll do like quickly. We're not going to go into much detail, but we'll do it quickly. So this is the new sheet tab, which looks like this. The one with the 4 square is a dashboard. So we're going to build a dashboard. So we select dashboard. So this is empty dashboard. So I adjust the layout, make the layout as laptop. So he used those 2 sheets that we have also built. So we're going to bring this first sheet in. We call it sum2. So then let me bring the next one in. And where do we want to put it? Put it on the right side. So right side this came, left side it came. So if you look at the other one, original. So right side is this one, and then left side is this one. But then he has these 2 texts. 1 text, 2 text, and this is an image. So we can do that also. So what we can do is, we go to the dashboard. Yeah. So I'm going to rename it so that it's easy to ANC2. Okay. So to put text, you select the text from here and bring it here. Now I want to use the same text. So what I did is I copied those words and put it in a text file so that I don't have to like type it again. So this is the wording he used. Encom quadrant, the power of visualization. So I'm going to do the same thing. Put it here. Then change this font size. So make it big, 24. Right. So yeah. So this came here. Then there's another text field. So I'll get another text field. Text. Bring it here. And then there's certain wording. So I copied that wording also. So make it a little bigger. Maybe 12. So these 4 data sets have identical summary statistics, yet the plots show vastly different stories. Then he put a image. So I was able to copy that image also. So I'm going to get that image, and comms quadrant PNG is in it. So now it got placed in the wrong place. So I'll try to put it in the right place. Yeah. So this needs a little tweaking to get it in the place you want. But yeah. Yes. Now I can remove this one, remove this one, remove from dashboard, and this one make bigger, fit in entire view, and then so it does take a little tweaking, but you get it like how. So I'm not going to go into exact formatting, but this is how you build it. So that was the first exercise. The rest are little simple ones. So working with marks. So basically he's using sales here and order date. So we'll do the same thing. So let's rename the sheet. Let's call W2 working with marks, and I'll show you what it means. So he took sales here and order date. So order date automatically gets rolled up, and automatically it makes you a graph what it thinks is the best way. So this is line. So this line is actually a mark. So you can select different mark types. So let's go through them. So this was automatic. You can make it a bar, which is like this. You can make it a area, square, circle, shape, text won't give you much, fill map, not give you much, pie, Gantt bar, and polygon. So these are different mark types, but in this exercise he used the bar. And the number of marks, if you look here bottom, is 4 marks. So this was about how you select the marks. So okay, building the view. This is another view, so which has 496 marks. This is important, and basically it is based off shipping cost and profit, and then there is a country, market, and order priority. So we'll do the same. So remember, it's shipping cost and profit. Okay, so we come here, rename it, BYLD, build to. And by the way, he doesn't tell how he did this. Yeah, he just in the exercise says, oh, he assumes that you know all this. Well, if you knew all this, then why would we be here? So too much assumption. So, but basically shipping cost and profit. So if I select that, that's a point. So if you look at this thing, so it's shipping cost and profit, and then there are various dimensions. There's country, market, and order priority. But look at this diagram here. The order priority is on color, market is on shape, and country is what we call the level of detail. So we'll do the same thing. So we'll put the order priority on color, market on shape, and country. If you look at the points here on 28 marks, right now you've got 28 marks. So now we're going to select country. So the country is, we have to find it, this here. Put it on the detail. So now you say 496 marks. And then let's increase the size of the marks. So come here and increase the size. Let me increase it a little more. So you can increase the size. So that is how you do it. Now the way the highlighting works, and then it talks about highlighting, is you want to select certain things only. So for example, if you see this blue box here, it means highlighting is enabled. So you select critical, high, low. So it will only select the ones that you've highlighted on. Now if you go to the market, it is not taking action because highlighting is not selected. So to select that, you come here, you go to the property, and you say highlighted selected items. If you do that, then once you select a certain item, it will only show which are linked with that market. So like this is African, this is from APAC, this is from Canada. So this is how you enable market. Then the last two things in this exercise is, you see this is a dashboard and then this is a story. So that highlight workbook that we created, you can put it in a dashboard and see the highlighting actions within dashboard. So within dashboard, then you can select and see what's happening, and we'll show you how you do that. And then another one is using a story. So you can select certain thing in a story point and then update it, so you get that snapshot. So what I'll do is, and this will be a quick one, so I will select a dashboard. In dashboard I will select this build to. So basically now this dashboard is interactive and it is responding to the highlighting. And we also put the highlighting on market, so that's also working. And now let's take story and let's put that build to on story. So it's not fitting in properly. So to do that, you have to go to build to, go there, let's come back to story. Yeah, my size is not selected correct. So the size needs to be laptop. Right, sorry. Story. Size laptop. Now you see it's coming up properly. And then this highlighting. You select low and just save it. So that is a snapshot. So this is the exercise 1 of the visual analytics. So let's recap. So
One question.
yeah.
Dashboard contains story.
No, there are three different things. There are three different things. So there are three types of icons. One is called sheet. So sheet is the one where you do your analysis.
Yes.
Then you combine your sheets into a dashboard. So dashboard is a combination of sheets, and you can also put text and images in there. That's what we showed. So there's a sheet, dashboard, and story point. Story point is a point in time analysis. So story point is like a story. You can have multiple sheets or multiple dashboard in a story, and then you go through them. It's like a story going. So you capture multiple sheets in one go.
So usually the story is a hierarchy is on top, then dashboard, then sheet.
Yes, yeah. So for now, today we covered getting started in visual analytics. So that's the first topic we covered. After that, there is so this we discussed how to do this. The next topic is drill down and hierarchies. Now, if you want, I can continue and do drill down and hierarchies. Are you okay?
Absorption time.
Yeah, well, we'll do it next week.
Need to absorb.
Okay. So
If you feel like that.
let's do one more. That's going to be quick. So because the thing is, like there are 20. So let's plan. There are 20 labs in this. So at least we need to do more than one. So let's do 2. So let's do the drill down and hierarchies. So to do that, what I will do is I will close this workbook. I'll open the next one. And you can do this because they are published on my website. You can open them using Tableau Public. So this doesn't have any dashboard. This has 4 sheets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is simple to explain. So And this is something very nice. So let's select here. So drill down means going down, and there are two basic ways of going down. I'll explain both of them. But first, if you want to look at the data, you just click here. It'll show you your data source, what your data is. So it's showing you 10,000 rows, and so this is like the top level. This is what the data is. But then you can build your hierarchies. Like this is a hierarchy. Product name is under subcategory, subcategory is under category, and then you can go within your hierarchies. And the way to build hierarchy is very simple. So let me remove this hierarchy. Let me remove hierarchy. So now that plus is gone. So there is nothing under the category. Now if I put subcategory here, it went down to subcategory level, but it's still not a hierarchy because I really can't go up and down between the two. So to do that, what I need to do is create a hierarchy, and to do that I need to select subcategory and put it on top of category. Again, select subcategory and put it on top of category, and then name it like products. And now you see this plus minus comes. So drill down is allowed. But there is no drill down under subcategory right now because that's the lowest level. But I can add a product name. So now it can drill down further. So this is one way of going down to data. The other way is you select anything here. For example, I just select this. So then this is only visible. And then you right click here. So this shows the data that was used to construct this thing. But one of the beautiful things that is here and which was not in the Microsoft tool set until is showing the underlying data. Yeah, it can show you exactly what data value comprises. And then you can actually select this and do a Control C, and you can put it in Excel. Because this is a lot that we have to do. Any value that we display, we need to know is it correct or not, what did it come from. And many of the tools do not allow that. But Tableau does allow that. There's an option to block it, so that if you don't want users to do that, there's an option to block it. But anyone that you select, the data will be visible only of that. For example, now we are in office supply, and if you look here, and this is office supply, and then you look at underlying data. So this underlying data only belongs to this office supply. So this is another way of drilling down. Now sometimes you don't want to drill down. For example, I want to use subcategory. Let me remove category. But this subcategory is allowing drill down, and if there's a large number of data, this drill down can be very slow. So I want to see subcategory which is in the hierarchy but not allow drill down. So then what you do is you click here, you do a duplicate, and it will create a copy too. So you can rename if you want, and then let's put this one here and remove this one. So this copy will not allow drill down because this is independent. So this is how you can do. So this was building hierarchies, duplicating fields, date hierarchy. So this is very interesting. So you have sales and you have order date. So it automatically builds a hierarchy on order date. So if you open up this hierarchy, it knows that order date is made up of quarters, and then if you open it further, it knows that it is made up of months. But you see, this graph is not looking meaningful because by default what it is doing is it is treating dates as discrete values, and it is having a quarters and months. So I don't want quarters. So if I don't want it, I can remove it. So let me do it again. Select this and remove it. So these months came now, the quarters are removed, but again this is showing months in different years. So again, because this is discrete, so I don't want to do that. I want to see months in a continuous way. So what you do is you remove this, and you right click here, or you select this tab. It has two ways of displaying months. One is like this, month, like May, this is, and the other is like month in a year. So I'll show you both. So first let me select month only. So now this is a continuous month regardless of the year. This is how your sales are within the years. This is one way of doing it. And the other is, I want to see it by year. So this is month by year, it's a continuous. So now it's a continuous flow. And now if you drill down, your behavior is different, because it has converted this one automatically into continuous, and it will do a continuous behavior will be different. So that it went to week, but it's not breaking it into multiple pills. It is just showing one, and then you can break it into days if you want. So, and then if you want to filter, because it's too much, you can put a filter. You can put like order date here on filter, and then you can select years. So next, it'll show you which year you want. So I only want 2014. So it will show you. And if you want to see what the values are, put the labels on. So but if you think the day is too little, you want to go to week level. So this is like yours. If you want to go up further by month, go up here from month. So this is basically, it was talking about how the date is handled by Tableau. So I think this is all for today. So let me just sum it up before we close. So we did two exercises, getting started in visual analytics, where we did that NCOM quadrant. We did an analysis of that NCOM quadrant, in which the summary values were the same, but discrete values, if you plot them, were different. So we saw that. Then we'll drill down in hierarchies. And these are available on my website, which is publictableau.com profile Omar Nishtar. You can download them and you can practice using Tableau Public or Tableau Professional, whichever you want. They will work both in Tableau Public and Professional. That, yeah, yeah.
These drill down things are like we can log them by users, like level of user, like manager can see the transactional level, and the lower level personnel can see only up to summary level, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, that's a very advanced question. I haven't really reached that level yet, so it's a good question, but it needs some more investigation to get that level. So I think we should end for now. Stop.